Hey guys, so I'm Elizabeth, and I'm going to be telling you about why I decided I would like to be a critical care or ICU nurse. So, what is critical care nursing? It's often called an ICU due to the unit that is usually involved. Critical care nurses are highly trained to understand and provide care for people of all ages who are recovering from life threatening illnesses or injuries. ICU nurses work in a complex and challenging field in the nursing profession. They often provide life saving care to patients that are extremely sick and fighting for their lives. Nurses in this field are at the top of their game and take care of patients that require 24/7 nursing care. Patients in the ICU are often intubated, ventilated, and on multiple life-saving medications. ICU nurses are very well versed in all aspects of how to restore wellness. They work with a variety of adult patients from diverse backgrounds. Without ICU nurses, healthcare systems would be unable to accept trauma patients, end of life patients, and others that require highly specialized care. These nurses are specially trained and often cannot be replaced unless an individual has similar training and credentials. There are more than 500,000 critical care nurses working in the United States, but critical care careers continue to be in high demand due to the nursing shortages. From a patient's first assessment to end of life care and everything in between, the nurse is a vital part of life saving treatments and actions. The nurse is also caring for people who are at their very worst physically and sometimes mentally. So, what does a critical care nurse do? Critical care nursing involves working with doctors and specialists to assess, treat, and monitor critically ill patients while also providing their basic care. A shift typically includes assessing a patient's condition, starting treatments, taking vital signs, communicating with patients and their families, setting up IVs, administering medications. And like I said, many times these patients are ventilated or intubated and on multiple life-saving medications. Acting as a patient advocate is huge for an ICU nurse, and also to provide support, education, and empathy to the patients and their family members. Monitoring medical equipment, setting up machines, and regularly monitoring and tracking patients' progress is really important. I think some people might look over the medical equipment aspect, but if we don't know how to work these ventilators, then our patient will not make it. So why do I want to be an ICU nurse? So I'm very detailed oriented. I love having to make a schedule like at the beginning of my shift and making sure I tick all those boxes before I leave for the end of the day. I've done that as a CNA in the nursing home, and it kept me very organized. And so that's something that I really look forward to being able to do as a nurse as well. And since we'll talk about in a minute, the census being low, you have more time to be able to do those things. I feel like the ICU is the main unit where all of the concepts that we've been learning for the past year and will continue to learn in the next year run together, and all of those pieces start to fall together. The patient census is low, which is a huge part for me, and it's very detail oriented, and you have a lot of work for those 1 to 2 patients. But like I said, this gets to mean that I'll have more time with my patients. I'll be more involved in their care, as well as the flow of the environment will just be a little bit more seamless. So, what kind of education do you need to be a critical care nurse, or how do you go about becoming an ICU or critical care nurse? Well, you can graduate an ADN program and get a job in the ICU. However, a lot of units prefer BSN, or at least you're on track to get your BSN, and then you have to pass the NCLEX and become a registered nurse. So you need to, if you want to become an adult critical care nurse, this is a certification that you can get through the ICU, but you have to do a couple of things in order to do this. So you have to have 2 years of nursing experience in intensive care. This can be in the emergency department or ICU. You can obtain your ICU certification. And like I said, the most popular is the adult critical care. It's awarded by the American Association of Critical Care Nurses. And then you need to practice as an RN in the critically ill setting for about 1,700 hours. And then you need to take the CCRN exam, which is about $340. So there's a lot of different settings in the ICU. Some hospitals don't have multiple ICUs. All of their critically ill patients might be in the same unit, but some bigger hospitals may have different ICUs. So you can have the cardiothoracic ICU, the oncology, the neurocare, the surgical, medical, coronary, psychiatric, and one that I didn't post on here is the pediatric ICU as well, and the NICU. So this is the collage that I made. This is just multiple different settings of an ICU. So how do I plan on becoming an ICU nurse, and kind of what are the steps that I'm going to be taking to do this? I would like to do my preceptorship in the ICU in 2023. That's my dream and my goal, so hopefully we can get there. And then I would like to apply for ICU positions at hospitals near me and graduate with my ADN in May of 2023. After a lot of studying, I plan on passing my NCLEX and becoming an RN in June or July of 2023 and starting to work as an ICU nurse. Hopefully do that for about 2 years and then get my certification in adult critical care. So how do I fit into the ICU? We kind of talked about this before, but my personality and communication style, I feel like coincides with the intensive care unit because these nurses need to be good communicators with their patients and their families and other healthcare professionals. I usually don't have a lot of self-doubt, and I feel like there's no room for self-doubt in the ICU. The best nurses are confident and are up to date on their fields of specialization. I love learning. I have a need to learn, and I feel like you always have to be constantly learning in the ICU. Although I do need to become more confident, I feel like this is going to come with time, training, and knowledge. And then there's my video, which will not play, so we'll just have to play it afterwards. And then these are my resources. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you understand why I want to become an ICU nurse.